Hey Aquarius, welcome to Turn Hill. Welcome to the place where we turn hill on with self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Oh my God, what is happening here? All right, welcome to your August reading for August. Okay, full disclosure, it's late now and I am slightly delirious. So let's just vibe out to delirium and music. All right, cool. Welcome to your August reading. Okay. Here's a Tower card coming out with the Ten of Cups. Okay. Star card in reverse. All right, let's go. I come to you, Holy God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Aquarius collective need to know? Okay. That Ten of Cups keeps coming out, and it keeps coming out in reverse. Oh, God. We have face the adversities, take the lead, and engage in higher reasoning. So someone needs to follow their intuition about what their emotional fulfillment looks like. Face the barriers that stop you from getting there, and then go and get there. All right, make it happen, Captain. All right, you know what you want, go get it. Fuck. All right. There feels like there might be. All right, hold on. Let's see. There's Tower about the, there's a Tower in regards to the emotional fulfillment, like, oh my gosh, and the Tower just came out again, godly. They said I said what I said, all right? Look, there's a Tower about what makes you happy, and you need to reflect on that. Like this realization of either something doesn't make you happy and it's not your wish fulfillment or not your emotional fulfillment, or that something does make you happy and it is your emotional fulfillment. But either way, there's a need to reflect on that. Oh God. It's probably the first one. So we have the Death card coming out. The Con Man coming out in reverse. All right. This just feels like the energy of somebody realizing like, hey, I thought this was my emotional fulfillment. It's not hidden. And this epiphany hits someone like a ton of bricks. Like this person isn't, they aren't it. Somebody was conflicted about it, it seems. With that con man energy. Hold on. Why is that con man there? See, someone could have, somebody could have been on the fence about somebody. Like, wait, are they shady? Are they not? I'm not sure. And then it's like the realization of like, oh, they are a bit of a con man. I wasn't sure, but now I know. And that hits someone like a ton of bricks because they were looking like, this person is my wish fulfillment. But then it's like, oh, they're kind of a fraud. Scorpio had this energy. Oh, this is hard. So ultimately, with the Death card coming through, it leads to an end of a cycle. Somebody was conflicted and they're finally getting clarity. So that's really good, okay? At least it's someone, because with the Four of Swords, someone's just really like, I don't know why I heard humbling themselves. What does that have to do with it? Whatever. Somebody's coming into major balance with themselves, okay? And with that balance, they're realizing they're no longer, their egos aren't battling each other, and they can find a balanced approach. They can see the world clearer. They can see someone clearer. And they know what needs to be done. They got to close the door in this situation. Yeah. So we have the Ship card. It's like, I think I should move on. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted about moving on. But it's a Tower moment that makes someone realize. What's the Tower moment about? I feel like the Tower moment is just an epiphany. Where someone's like, they finally get it. It clicks. Like the veil is lifted and they finally see the person clearer. Yeah, whoa, oh my gosh, yes. Four of Swords with the Moon card. It comes out because of the stillness that someone goes into. Okay, if you're not there yet, then this is how you get there, all right? Somebody gets here because they get into this level of stillness. They start meditating on a situation or whatever the case is, and they get major insight. It's a download. This is a download. Someone gets a spiritual download, okay? And then they get, it clicks. They're like, oh, that's what's happening. Wow, okay. And someone's able to like act accordingly with no regrets because of the clarity of the download, the clarity of the guidance. Interesting. So this can be about, this could be about friends or whatever the case is. It's definitely about people though. Yeah, it's definitely about people. So you might not have been sure about somebody. So this is about someone, you're just like, why isn't this working? Why is it so weird? There's something weird about this. Like, with that mountain card, it's like a barrier or something, right? It's like something's off here. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's not off. And then somebody goes within and realizes like, oh shit, it is off. And this is why. This is what I was missing. This is a key element here. It's awesome. All right. This is the benefits of engaging in higher reason. You get that insight into things that you can't come up with, the things that you can't see, all right? Because you're human, we're human. Our ego blinds us, our love can blind us, but higher reason, they ain't worried about love and ego. They just looking like they want you to see the truth of the matter. They want you to see all sides of the matter, okay? All the truths. So this person can still be, you know, a soulmate, but they can also be shady at the same time. And it seems like somebody's inner guidance is showing them like, this is the whole picture of this person. It's something about like, there might be some good times with this Three of Cups. Like you enjoyed this person, but there was still a con man energy. They were still kind of fake, but everything was cool. I mean, you could, and that, this and that are true. So it's all about finding that balance. I feel like somebody's stepping into just a very, I like this. This feels very, very spiritually mature. It does. Yin and yang energy. That's what I'm feeling here. Because it's not really villainizing this person, right? It's not going so black, so white. It's like, all right, this person, we had some good times. And yes, we connected. And yes, this person, like, we vibe. But also, this person isn't cool for me. Also, this person is kind of shady. Also, I don't need them in my life. It's like knowing that all of that can live in the same space. All of that can be true at the same time. And then just knowing the adversities in this connection, the blockages in this connection, and figuring out, do I want to deal with this? How do I want to move accordingly? Is this the type of relationship that I want in my life? Considering considering the types of blockages, the hurdles that we have to overcome. There's always going to be hurdles. There's always going to be battles and all that shit, right? But it's like the type of hurdles in this connection. Is it something that you want to deal with or not? And it seemed like the hurdles were kind of like, man, it's so subtle. And it just feels like it's going to be such a major aha moment. It's amazing. Oh, this is great. All right. What's a blockage? The truth was in the shadows. It was, and it doesn't feel like it was in the shadows only because you didn't want to see it. It seemed like it was in the shadows because this person was doing a good job at hiding it. That's what made them the con man. They were good at hiding the way that they served as a blockage. If you're in a relationship and you're like, why isn't this relationship working out? Am I doing something wrong? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe we need to do this. Maybe we need to take a trip. Maybe this and that. And you're not looking at like this person and what they're not doing or what they are doing. You're not looking at the role that they're playing, you know, and that's what's going to come to light. Like, oh, this person is just A, B, and C. And this is why it's not working. It's not because of me. It's not because of this. It's not because of that. Not saying that you don't have any role in things not working out, but this person definitely is holding they're lacking accountability. And they're not as balanced. You guys are coming into balance. All right, what's the blockage? And I love that the balance is coming from like being reflective. It comes from a level of just reflection and a Zen type of viewpoint on the world. It is dope. I love it. All right, what's the blockage? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Don't dilly-dally now. Don't go back and forth on that. You know what time it is. It's like, why was it such a struggle? Why was it so hard? Okay. Taurus had this energy. And I think I called it like, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just no passion there. So something like that, right? I was given some weird examples in that reading too. Like, I was given an example, a very basic human example of, let's say you're in a relationship and you've been in that relationship for a while, but the sex has never been on point like that. But then you meet someone and then the chemistry is just off the charts immediately. And it's like, that's a tower moment for someone. Like, oh, It's not that we just wasn't working out, or I wasn't putting it down in a bedroom. That wasn't why the sex was whack. We just didn't have chemistry like that. Now I know what chemistry is. Boom, tower moment. Now I know what that's not. And now I know what that is, you know? That's what it is here. Now, whether this has to do with sex or not, it's up to you. I don't know. I mean, it could play a role, but it's something like that, you know? You have a tower moment that makes you see, like, oh, that's what it's just not. It's just not hitting. There's nothing wrong with either party. It's just not. The connection is just not as potent. The end. And it'll be forever that struggle, all right? Because of the nature of the connection. It's like, wow, when you wear the cologne, it smells so good, it turned me on, get me, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get me going. But when they wear the cologne, I'm just like, that's not the same. Because it just don't hit for them. It don't hit. It don't do it for me. All right? So it's just a matter of seeing it in that level of clarity and that level of balanced truth. Like it is what it is, you know? All right. What's the blockage? What are they feeling to see? Sorry. So this applies to, this gives major clarity. This gives major clarity as to like, okay, that's going back to chemistry. Now I know what chemistry looks like. Now I can see, now I know what chemistry looks like. Now I can see this situation, it just doesn't have chemistry. I didn't have a title for it. I didn't have a label for it. I wasn't sure what was wrong there. I couldn't put my finger on what was happening. That's the energy. It's like, this is a situation you couldn't quite put your finger on why it was such a struggle. It's like, was it supposed to be this hard? And then you have a moment or you have an epiphany. It's definitely an emotional, a spiritual, or it could be an emotional epiphany, or whatever. Some type of epiphany that happens where you're like, okay, that's what chemistry looks like. So that means that isn't chemistry. Noted. I know that moving forward. Now I know I want chemistry. And that's what it looks like. You know, now you can detect it. You can point it out when you see it now. And it makes you walk away from things. Okay, it makes you make you walk away from the things that weren't aligned or not aligned with the thing that you want. Now, some of you guys with the 4 of Cups in reverse and the 8 of Cups, this was a situation that you felt like, see, some of you guys might have been blaming yourself for it with the struggles. Like, why was it a struggle? So because you were looking at it like you were probably blaming yourself for the situation, you looked at it like you missed out or you messed up on an opportunity, when in actuality, it just wasn't. It wasn't hitting. It wasn't hitting. It's like when you deal with someone, like when they say, like, look, if somebody they want to make the changes, they want to make the changes. That's what it feels like. So it's like if you whatever, y'all get what I'm saying. What's that advice? It's like if you're in a relationship and you never wanted to, you were never the type, you never were in a situation where you didn't, okay, hold on. Let's say you were never the type to buy chocolates and flowers and be romantic, right? But you were in a situation where they wanted that. And you just didn't do it. You were just like, I don't really care to. But then you get into a situation, a new relationship, where you want to do it. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to give this person roses and chocolate all day, every day. Then you realize like, oh, it just wasn't hitting for me. That's why I wasn't doing it. I wasn't that inspired. Isn't that epiphany here? Okay. I think I said that in like 20 different ways. All right, cool. Cool. Okay, animal spirit, then we're out. Call spirit. Spirit has a plan. There's something so weird about this card right now. I don't know why. It's so sneaky. Oh, it was like a decoy. It's like that. I don't know. All right, that's going down a route I don't really care to. But it just seems like this epiphany was supposed to happen this way. This lesson was supposed to happen this way. You were supposed to deal with this specific person, not have the chemistry, and then you were supposed to have this tower moment that's supposed to show you what chemistry is. And then, you know, all of that was supposed to happen in that specific way for some mysterious reason. Moth spirit, surrender now. Surrender to whatever the reason is. The reason won't come to clarity. The actual reason probably won't come to clarity until later. Retreat. Some of you guys, if you haven't had this epiphany yet, if you're in a situation and you're like, why everything that I try is just not working? Why is it not working? Retreat. Oh, this is a lesson. Okay. Oh, okay. Free yourself. We have free yourself coming out and retreat. You go, okay. If you have a situation where you're just like, why isn't this working now? Everything I try, it doesn't work out. I feel like there's a level of codependency happening there. You have to free yourself from it. And the key to freeing yourself from it, the key to freeing yourself from this situation is by going within, because then you'll see the actual truth of the situation. Some of you guys are hung up on a situation because you feel like it was your fault, not realizing the key, the real deal of the real truth of the matter here, of the connection of why something didn't work out. And that is going to liberate you. Imagine if you went through, imagine going through a relationship, it didn't work out, and this person, listen, I'm going to keep it on chemistry. Imagine you were in a long-term relationship and this person never came, right? And then you started thinking, oh my gosh, something is wrong with me because I cannot please them. And it causes, you can imagine how that could cause a spiral. It can cause you to think a certain way about yourself. It can cause you to doubt yourself and your abilities. You know what I mean? Even though you know, like, yo, I know I put it down. So why they can't, you know, but it might make you start questioning yourself. Imagine getting the clarity like, oh, it's not that I wasn't putting it down. Is that this person, blah, 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 whatever. They have a hang up when it comes to sex, right? Whatever the case is. There's something like that happening. That is going to free you from the blame, because the blame is causing the codependency. The blame is causing you to want to prove yourself. The blame is making you look at it like, I need to have that to prove myself. I missed out and I need to get it back. Okay, cool. It's a lesson. This is a lesson on codependency here. Anyway, there's major liberation. So if you haven't had this moment of freedom yet, then it's time for you to really I don't know if you have to meditate on it. Just have some quiet time, you know, and be open to what comes. All right. Hopefully, you guys, you get the epiphany, and then this reading is just confirmation after the fact, right? That'll be beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I think we're all set, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Tyron Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. And until we meet again, peace.